If you aren't aware of your energy, then you stand no chance of altering it to manifest the things that you desire. This is an attraction-based universe, and that means that in order to call something into your life, you must first be an energetic match to it. But if you don't know the state of your energy, you don't know what you're a match to, and then the things that show up in your life will feel completely random, even though they are not. So if you want to manifest, you must first be open to meeting yourself fully, even though it's uncomfortable. The first few times that we decide to stand fully in the light with ourselves, we immediately identify the things that we don't like, and we just start shoving them away. But they never really go away. They just get dragged down into the subconscious. And while that may feel better for a while, it's actually the worst thing you can do for yourself, especially when trying to manifest. People make the mistake of thinking that we manifest from our conscious mind, but we do not. It is the subconscious that is constantly in concert with the universe. The conscious mind is more like a control panel. It doesn't actually emit the frequency, it just sends a bunch of commands to the subconscious where they become integrated, and then altogether they establish your baseline frequency, and that is what gets sent out into the universe. The universe then matches that energy and brings it back to you. But even though we don't manifest from our conscious mind, it still plays a really important part of all of this. And this is where we circle back to awareness. You can't take control of the commands being sent to the subconscious if you aren't taking control of your thoughts. But before you can even begin to do that, you have to be aware of them. You have to listen to them, notice how they show up in your body, how they affect your posture, your breathing, and your nervous system. And you have to notice which thought trains you're allowing to run, because the more a program repeats, the deeper it embeds itself into your subconscious. So if you aren't aware of these things, you don't know how to intervene when something is actively working against you. If you don't intervene, your mind just runs on autopilot, and so do your manifestations. If you want to change your life, you must first change your mind. There's no way around that. This is not lazy work. But fret not. Throughout the course of this month, we're going to do that work together. So your only task tonight is to find a way to get comfortable meeting yourself on a deeper level. And when we're here, we listen, we don't judge. You're not digging into yourself to fix and cut away things that you don't like. You're just working on being able to meet yourself so that you can see fully with clear eyes what programs are already running. As someone who's been through this process many, many times, I can promise you're going to find things you don't like. That's okay. You're going to be uncomfortable. That's actually an excellent sign. You may walk away from this process feeling like you like yourself a little less, but I need you to do me a favor and not internalize that too much, because you are not a failure. You're blessed to be able to see the truth and to become the person that you actually want to be. Many people cannot change because they cannot face this step. If you want to manifest your deepest desires, you have to become the person who already has them, and you can't do that by lying to yourself. You don't need to let your ego fool you. You are not stuck in a box. You are the box and the entire universe that the box exists in. You're allowed to change. You're allowed to change your life. You just have to be brave enough to do so. And that's going to be uncomfortable for a little while. But you, your magic, your sense of self is the greatest masterpiece you will ever create. And Da Vinci didn't paint the Mona Lisa without getting a little paint on his clothes, so don't be afraid to get your hands dirty.